Customers always ask me, what about SEO? They always say to me, you haven't mentioned SEO or local SEO in our digital strategy. They want to know whether it's important or not. The reason I don't present it to them is today you need a metric shit ton of money to win at the SEO game. And not many people are ready to tell you that, especially not the people trying to sell you SEO services. The customer often says, what do you mean I don't have enough money? I thought it was cheap and easy to rank up in SEO. Okay, let's take a look at what's happened in the last 5 years. Let's choose a plumber as an example. And the person says to me, but I want to show up when someone is looking for a plumber. Shouldn't we be using the near me expression because it's up 500%? As Lisa's pointing out, yes, you want to be recognized as near me. Of course you do. Hey, look at near me searches because of people's mobile phone usage going up like crazy. This is Google Trends. You can type this in yourself. Here it is when you just look at the last 5 years. It's up, up, up. So let's look at what the page looks like when we search plumber near me. The first thing we get is Google's paid advertising for local services. Then we get Google AdWords, more paid advertising. Then we get Google My Business rankings. Then we get position 1. And you'll notice I've underlined some URLs like Yelp. And then you get featured snippets. On a mobile, it's not very much different. We get local services, which is paid advertising through Google. We got Google AdWords again, featured snippets. Then we got Google My Business. And here you'll see Home Advisor and Angie's List and Yelp showing up in the search results. Those companies are aggregators. They're compilers. They bring together a whole bunch of home services. But there's other aggregators out there. But we're going to focus on the home services one because we chose the example of plumbing. So right now there's a war going on the internet, and it's called the aggregator war. They're all fighting it out with one another. We've got Google with their Google local services, Google with Google AdWords, Google with Google My Business. Those are all aggregation. Then you've got Angie's List, Yelp, Thumbtack, Home Guide, House, and Home Advisor in the home services space alone, all trying to aggregate and help you find the plumber near you. What makes this one step worse is in May, Google updated the algorithm and they're favoring the aggregators. So how's this war being fought? What is this war? It's a money war. The investor money is being spent on content marketing. Content marketing is SEO marketing. Build a page, get it to rank. So they're also spending the money on online and offline advertising. Online, specifically Google AdWords, driving up the prices of clicks. So now if you do AdWords advertising and you're up against an aggregator, you're paying more for the same click you were before. Their whole goal is to dominate page 1 and spend as much money as they need to dominate page 1. Let's take a look at one of these aggregators, Angie's List. Angie also owns Angie's Home Services, another publicly traded company, better known as Home Advisor and HomeStars. When you go to a tool like Moz.com, you can put in one of these aggregator domains and you'll find out some very interesting things. Like they rank 2 million keywords. That's a lot of content to be recognized for. And they've got 90,000 domains linking back to them. That's a lot of backlinks. So when your local SEO guy says, yeah, we can create a little bit of content and we can get some backlinks and you're going to rank up, not against these guys. Here's some of the keywords that they're plugged into. Obviously you can see they own plumbers near me, which is why they're my example. Here's their top search competitors. These are the people that are trying to fight for position number 1 with them. Angie's List themselves, Home Guide, another aggregator, Yelp, another aggregator, and Thumbtack, another aggregator. And Home Depot is kind of a store and an aggregator because they also will help you connect with a plumber. But right now, Home Advisor owns and ranks number 1 for plumbers near me. Here's a Yelp page. You can see their focus on near me. This just happens to be on food. The aggregators are taking the clicks and the eyeballs away from the small business and bringing them to the aggregator with the sole purpose of getting you on their site so they can sell the lead to somebody else. That's how the aggregator makes money. They sell leads. You might be familiar with some other aggregators like Expedia, Uber Eats, DoorDash, Skip the Dishes, or Airbnb. You'll recognize none of these companies actually make anything or provide any service except for connecting you with somebody else that does. That's an aggregator. People that are hooked on Home Advisor don't like their leads because the leads get sold to 3 people at the same time. And they're driving up the click cost. It's like a vampire comes into your industry and sucks up the leads and the money and leaves all the small businesses wondering what happened. So others are doing it too. This is in the mattress space. Purple's done it. They've run a content play. Casper's done it. They've run a content play. Lisa's done it. They've run a content play. So your little mattress store around the corner is not competing for SEO with the mattress store down the street. It's competing with these big online behemoths that are running huge content strategies. So, do you think you can win that SEO content war with that little toy knife? You need more content and more relevant content to win that war. You need more and better backlinks as a minimum to win that war, which really means you need a content creation team dedicated to continually creating and monitoring your content. And that's to beat your new competitor, the aggregator. The aggregator is your competitor now, not the little guy down the street. And that's just to get you to the top of the search pile for an undecided customer, which is really an undecided potential prospect click. An undecided potential prospect click to your website. Wow, that's a lot of work just to get that. Or you could focus on becoming, if you're a small business owner, thought of first and liked the most. And that's what Wizard of Ads does. We help our customers get thought of first and liked the most. And when we do that, we direct through mass media marketing everybody to your website. So they're arriving using your branded keywords. They're already warmed up, they're friendly, you're their plumber. They already know a little bit about you because they've heard about you in the mass media marketing that we've done for them. You can make your website convert better for them if they like you more. So you answer their questions they may still have, you further the relationship using the embedded brandable chunks that we create for you and the we believe statements that'll help you create emotional bonds. We fiercely protect your brand online. So we search engine optimize for your brand keywords. We win the bid wars on AdWords for your brand keywords. We buy all the other possible domains. We block everybody out that could possibly try and rip you off. And then we try and steal clicks from your direct competitors. Examples of brand keywords would be a company name like SPL Parts, and then company name and a keyword. Just to give you an idea of what that looks like. Hey, if you want a tip from this presentation, grab the word reviews. If you're not buying this with Google AdWords or you're not optimized for this, you should be. You want to leverage your social media content for social proof to show what it is you do and to say, I do it really well. You're not afraid to show off your work before, in progress, and after. You're proud of your employees. You're a good place to work. Your people are happy. They've got a personality. You're hiring more like these. Place testimonials and reviews. These are all great things to create social media content that creates social proof that gives you your company an emotion, takes it from being a cold thing to a warm thing, and protects your brand. We create that congruence for our customers by embedding our brandable chunks and we believes. So the moral of the story is you should own your page one. You should have the top ad. You should rank up the highest. Your social media should show up. Your business should show up with Google My Business. There was a time a long time ago when the most accessed website, that's it, the number one website in the world ran out of my apartment. But today it's a little bit different than that. It's not as easy. So if you've got questions, put them in the comments. I'll answer them for you. And please subscribe to the channel so that you get all the future videos that we put out.